You're gonna kneel. Boy. That's what the judge said, calm as a man ordering coffee, while the whole courtroom sat there, holding their breath like they couldn't believe what they just heard. But he said it. All right. Loud enough for the gallery to hear, quiet enough to sting. And across from him stood a man who didn't flinch, not a blink, not a shuffle, just stared back, steady as stone, and said, "With all due respect, sir." Why that man's name, Donovan Briggs. Navy SEAL, 22 years in service, 7 combat tours, 3 Purple Hearts, one hell of a reputation, and now just a witness. Not a defendant, not a suspect. Just a man who showed up in a suit and tie to speak truth in a courtroom. And this judge, Judge Wilmer Crane, thought he could bend him like some rookie fresh off the street. Thought his robe gave him the right to play God. Let me back up a sec. Donovan was there to testify about a botched police raid. Teenager roughed up. Wrong address. Broken arm. Nothing new. But what made it different? That kid looked just like Donovan did at 16. So yeah, he came. No lawyer, no fanfare. Just duty. And for that, he got humiliated. The judge called it maintaining order. Donovan called it what it was, public degradation, dressed up in legal robes. And when he didn't kneel, Judge Crane had him cuffed and tossed in holding. No charge. No crime. Just ego bruised and power flexed. Now here's where it gets real. Next morning. Courtroom packed. Reporters. Veterans. Some woman in the back row clutching a folded flag like it was a shield. Donovan walks in, not in cuffs this time, but head held high. Shoes shined like he was reporting for inspection. The judge doesn't even look up, calls him a disruption, says he's hostile. And that's when the twist drops. Donovan reaches into his jacket slow, smooth, pulls out a slim leather badge case, flips it open, and the whole room goes dead quiet inside federal judge credentials. Yeah, that's right. The man Crane tried to break was actually his peer, his replacement. In fact, appointed 3 days ago, quietly confirmed, never needed to brag. Judge Crane's face, paper white. You could see the power drain from his shoulders. Then Donovan said, calm as a whisper in a storm, "You tried to make me bow yesterday, today. I remind this courtroom, truth doesn't kneel." And the room stood. Not clapping, just standing, in silence. The kind that says, "We see you now." Even Crane couldn't pretend anymore. He recused himself, barely choking out the words. And Donovan. He didn't gloat, didn't smile, just looked at the people and said, "This isn't about me. It's about every man who's been told to earn dignity he already carries." But just before he left, before the echo settled, he walked to the center of the room, paused, and knelt. Not for the judge, not for shame, but for every name that never made it out of rooms like this. And when he stood again, he didn't just reclaim his voice, he forced the system to listen. Now you tell me, was he right to stand his ground, or was he wrong to challenge the robe? Drop your thoughts below, because justice, it doesn't live in silence. It lives in the stories we dare to share. Son.